because the videos that you have on the internet are kind of like joking videos. They're not super serious training videos. Would it be possible for you to set up your phone, set it in the corner and do some heavy compound movement? Let me see how much weight you lift. Let me see what your form is like.
Jason Genova and the Bicep Curl form from hell.
Mom, could you keep the background noise down? No, I'm not playing video games. It's Jason. Yes, it's not games, it's working. It's called fitness influencing. It's a thing now. Stay up to date. Could you please just keep it down just for like a minute? And let me see how far you push past a pain barrier. So that was Jason Genova's first set of bicep curls. Now let's see his second set. Now I'm gonna let it go full speed and then I'm gonna slow it down here in a minute so we can dissect the exercise.
Not even the hidden steroids of Machu Picchu can save you with form like that, Genova.
First thing, Jason, I asked you to send me a compound exercise, like a squat, deadlift, bent over row, bench press, because I wanted to see how you dealt with a heavier weight exercise that incorporated more muscle groups and whether you could push past a pain barrier and how well you had a mind-muscle connection. But this is an isolation exercise. This is bicep curls. But I already see that, look at all the tension is in your front delts. Your front delts is really what's lifting the weight and getting momentum, and then you're just using the biceps a little bit to get the weight the rest up. So you're working the biceps only at the very bottom for about 10% of the movement, and the rest is kind of wasted time. If we wanted to improve this exercise, Jason, I would probably have you shorten the range of motion to just about 6 inches. That would force you to keep constant tension on the muscle and get the actual hypoxia, the pump in the muscle, and prevent you from incorporating other muscle groups in cheating the weight up and using momentum and move the weight.
You're gonna be me. Yes, you're gonna me. Yes. You're gonna be me. You're gonna be me. Okay. Yes. No need this. Okay.
Now here's your third set of bicep curls. I notice you keep using the same weight over and over. The whole point of doing multiple sets in bodybuilding is that we're going up in weight each set. You should be getting stronger with each set. I don't know how much you're resting between sets, but on an exercise like this, I think if you gave yourself a 2-minute rest, you should be able to lift more weight for each set, all 4 sets, until your last set, you burn it out so hard that you can't lift the same weight again. Jason, you're losing out on the most effective part of the rep, the part where you have the muscle in a maximum contraction at the top, you hold it, you squeeze the muscle, and then you let the weight release very slow as you're resisting the weight. It's that negative, especially in the ultimate stretch position or right outside of the contraction position, that in my opinion creates the most stimulus for growth. Now at the end of each of these sets, I can't figure out why you're stopping. Was it because of you hit a pain threshold? Is it because you're tired cardiovascularly? Is it because it burns? But it looks to me like you had a lot more in your biceps left. Or maybe your front delts have taken over so much that your front delts are burning and cramping, and that's what's preventing you from being able to do any more reps. Now this last set I'm going to let play a few times as I analyze little things about it. I notice that your knees are locked and put together. This is throwing you off balance, forcing you to use supporting muscles to balance the weight.
Jason, I'm a huge fan, but let me be real with you. I know you're not a wiener, and I know that I am, but you're totally acting like one by stopping that set so early. Just try to push a little harder.
I think the easiest way to fix this problem is to have you do the reps extremely slowly. At least then we can minimize the momentum. And then the next thing would be to reduce the range of motion. I would have you not go all the way up to the top, not go all the way to the bottom, spend all of the time of the set right in the middle of the range of motion, moving the weight very slowly, and I would only stop when you couldn't hold the weight anymore. So that means even if you can't move the weight, you're holding the weight in a contraction right in the middle of the range of motion until you can't hold the weight anymore. Feel as much burn, as much pain, as much cramping as you can, because it is that pain that is going to shock you into new growth. You know, Jason, originally I told you to do some compound exercises and show me how they look, and you chose the bicep curl. But from that, I decided I think you're better off using machines for now. Until you get a coach in person who's going to push you past your limit and make sure you keep good form at the same time. I think you might actually work better with machines that force you into a position that make it harder to use supporting muscles to cheat the weight or have momentum. And then I would stick with, on every exercise, don't try to go all the way up, because oftentimes people go all the way up, they completely lose tension on the muscle. And don't go all the way down, because usually then people relax the muscle and then cheat the weight up and use momentum. I want you to focus right in the middle of the range of motion, because just from watching this exercise and some videos I'd seen in you in the past, it seems like you have developed a really bad habit of skipping the middle of the range of motion on an exercise. And if you can get that and get that feeling back and feel the pain inside the belly of the muscle, then you can transfer that to all the other exercises. So I would take a break from the regular bicep curls, and I would even use a preacher curl, and I would keep it in the middle of the range of motion, like I said, keep the movement slower, feel that pain. Once you get that pain in the muscle, then try to recreate that pain on other exercises. So try to find an exercise for each muscle group where you feel the burn and the cramping right in the center, in the belly of the muscle that you're trying to work. And then you can recreate that feeling across other exercises for that muscle. So let's try that, Jason, and then send me some more videos of you doing another exercise using some of what you learned, and let's see if it improves.